Welcome to Conversations in the Closet with your host, motivational speaker, fitness expert, and fashion guru, Teresa Romer.
Welcome to Conversations in the Closet. I'm your host, Teresa Romer, and look who's sitting next to me. Mr. Fab. Oh, looking good,
Thank
Fab.
you. I'm in front of the camera.
He's usually behind the camera. Today he's in front of the camera.
I like it.
And I like the hair.
Thank you.
Oh, we're growing it out and we're coloring it different colors.
Yes.
So Fab learned a serious lesson. He's learned not to peroxide his own hair.
Yeah.
or bleach his own hair.
And I always see it happen to other people. I'm like, oh, no, it's not going to happen to me. And sure
What
enough,
happened? He damaged his hair so bad it started falling out.
Yeah.
And breaking off.
Lesson learned.
So we are now dyeing it with colored gel.
Yeah, I know. I love it.
So much safer.
So cool.
Change different colors all the time, right?
All the time.
Amazing.
Without having to bleach it.
Right.
So fun.
So much more healthier for your hair.
Oh, yes. My hair is living right now. Like, yes, thank you.
And because Fab is on social media so much, looking fab all the time, we want that hair to be healthy.
Yes.
Right? So
yes.
this is good. This is kind of a good segue. So I call him Fab. His name is actually Dante Varial. So he does have an actual name, guys, Dante Varial. But, you know, on Instagram, he is Mr. Fabulous.
Yes.
So I don't call him Fab or Dante. I don't call him Mr. Fab. I just call you Fab.
I know.
Yeah.
It's like a nickname. Sometimes I forget my real name when I leave. I expect everyone to call me Fab everywhere I go.
So this is a good segue then into today's topic, because today's topic is about social media. Social media. So this is kind of good. We actually met through social media.
Yes, we did.
That is actually how we met. He was on one of my other segments, Conversations in the Closet, where we had filming going on and everything, but the topic then was social media.
Oh, I know. Oh,
And
my God,
that's-
full circle.
Right.
Right.
And so here we are today talking about social media again. But the reason I want to talk about it again and talk about it so much is because both of us are on social media a lot. And some of you might actually ask, Teresa, why is a woman your age jumping into social media? Or why is social media so important to you?
Right.
Like this year, we've grown my YouTube channel drastically. Some
Drastically.
people are like, Teresa, why do you want to be on YouTube? You know, you're already rich, you already have money. Why do you need to be on YouTube? Why do you need to do collaborations? Why? You already have money. Well, my first answer to that is you can never have too much money. And most of you, if you followed me long enough now, have come to realize that I've always worked and I've always had money. And I've had lots of money. And I want to keep making lots of money. And so
Yes.
it doesn't matter whether I'm flipping houses in real estate. It doesn't matter if I'm filming for my YouTube channel. It doesn't matter if I'm doing collaborations with other brands. It doesn't matter if I'm selling more books because I've written 3 of them so far. It doesn't matter if I'm producing more candles. To me, it's all about making money. And Teresa Romer is now a brand. And so who else to grow that brand but me, myself, and I?
Seriously.
Just like you have a brand, it's called Mr. Fabulous. And you're trying to grow it on
Yes.
social media, on YouTube, because you're a beauty guru, right?
Yeah. Yes.
And you want to be taken seriously. And your goal someday, doing all of this, is what? To have your own makeup line?
I would
Or
say my end goal is to be one of the top male beauty influencers / makeup artists. I think that's what my goal is now. Of course, it can change.
Right.
It's always changing, but that's where I'm reaching towards.
Right, but everybody, and that's where we're going to dive in here, is because everybody has their reason why they're on social media.
Yep.
Okay? I'm on social media because I want to grow my brand. I'm trying to grow my brand. Okay? It's already a brand. I already created a brand through my clothing lines, my fitness wear, my candles, my pillows, my truffles, my books. I've already created a brand. And so to me, that's the reason I'm on social media, is to build that brand. It's free advertising, guys.
Seriously.
You know, back in the days when I had my health clubs, you had to pay for advertising. You had to pay to be in the newspaper. You had to pay to be on the radio. You had to pay to be on TV. You had to pay for all your advertising. I mean, it costs a lot of money, guys. I'm like, advertising and marketing back in the day was a huge portion of my budget. Huge, besides employees.
Right.
Now, with social media, you would be stupid as a brand or a business owner not to cash in on it. And this is what's so funny, is because big brand stores like Neiman Marcus, Saks, Nordstrom's, they're starting to realize that social media is at their fingertips. Why spend so much money on the other kind of advertising when you can advertise on social media for free?
Exactly.
If Kylie Jenner can build a multi-billion-dollar business just from social media, do you think she ran ads? Do you think she was in the newspapers?
No.
Her budget for advertising and marketing was this.
0.
Because she was smart. Snapchat and Instagram.
Yeah, that is so true. I've never seen it that way, and it's crazy how just on this little thing right here, you can rule the world.
So, that's what we're diving into right now, is what is your purpose? Why are you on social media?
Yes. And yours was for your brand.
Mine is to just grow my brand, because I kind of did things backwards. I kind of did things backwards. Back in like 2011, after I'd written my first book, I kind of was getting into having a reality TV show. And I was told then by the entertainment industry production company that I was working with, if you have any brands that you want, or not brands, but if you have any products that you want to put out into the market, you probably need to do so before the show launches. Otherwise, we're going to get a cut of all of it.
Oh.
I was like, oh, no, you're not. So I just jumped in before I was well known.
Yeah.
I just jumped in and started mass producing my pillow line, the candles, the clothing lines, the truffles, like anything I wanted in my mind to do product-wise, I started producing. Well, what happened? I wasn't famous enough, so who was going to buy all this product?
Oh.
So now all the product is kind of sitting there going, okay, we're taking up space.
So do you maybe think you did it kind of backwards?
Well, I know I did it backwards now, looking back.
Yeah.
Because it was like, in order for you to be able to sell your product, you have to have a fan base. Or you have to have followers. You have to have people following you somewhere,
Yes.
So, unfortunately, I had to rely on some of my friends and my neighbors to buy some of my products, because they're the only people that knew about me,
Right.
And the few people that were buying my book at that time, So, don't do that, guys. Don't go out there and mass produce product without having a fan base or customers of some kind, Like
Noted.
Kylie was on her TV show for how long, and was on social media for how long, building that fan base before she ever jumped into having her lip kit business.
Yep. Wow.
Yeah. So, lesson learned, it's taken me all these years to create a fan base. And I've done it through social media. And I probably haven't done it as aggressively as I could be doing it, because I worked with the wrong people.
Several times.
I'm not going to call out your name on the video here, but you know who you are. You dug into my pockets, you stole the money from me, you didn't do what you're supposed to do, and so bye-bye, they are gone.
Thank God.
Thank God. But like I said, I followed the advice of the wrong people, which probably slowed me down.
Right.
I was not able to grow at the speed that I wanted to grow at. I mean, like, we're just going to take this one little sample of growing, and I'm going to call out my YouTube channel. Fab started literally helping me really aggressively get going on my social media, on my YouTube. And so far, we've been able to, in 6 months,
Yep.
we're knocking on the door of 60,000 subscribers. Now, to some of you, you're like, oh, that's not a YouTuber. Wait till you're, got a following of 12 million. Okay, back up. Anybody that is capable and willing to sit behind a camera and produce videos and put them on YouTube is a YouTuber.
Yes.
I don't care if you got 3 followers. I don't care if you got 30 million followers.
Exactly.
Because it takes some guts to do it. It
Yes.
takes some guts to do it. And
It
so
really
I'm
does.
just saying, to go from what little following, and what's really funny, guys, is I've been on YouTube since 2011.
She's crazy.
But not really.
Right. You don't count it.
Yeah, I really am not counting from 2011 to 6 months ago because I dabbled, guys. For me to take my phone and go, hey guys, and put it on YouTube, what was I doing?
Yeah, it was a hobby.
It was a hobby. It was a hobby, guys. Now, in September, we got serious about it, and from October 1st till now, we've grown 55,000 people,
That's
subscribers.
crazy.
Only because we got serious about it.
Yep.
We started coming up with great content. We are consistently putting things out there 3
Yes.
days a week.
Yeah.
We're consistently doing what we need to do to try
Yep.
to grow. And so
And that just goes to show you, once you focus on it and really put all your energy into it, look where it can take you.
right.
You've been listening to Conversations in the Closet. We will return again same time next week. Brought to you by NI30D Athletics.